welcome back. If you're just joining us, like I used to say, you're just right on time because we're just about ushering our guests one after the other. And we know that this is where the program actually starts. So, for me.
Yeah. Okay, like we said when we started, that we have guests in the house, and we're talking about an entertainer that had been, yes, he had been for a long time. And who are we talking about? We are talking about one of Nigeria's best musicians, one of Nigeria's best singers. We're talking about Felix Duke. Does that name ring a bell? Sure, sure it should. And he's not here with us. It's a virtual meeting, a virtual interview, yes. We'll be having him through Zoom. And we'll first of all show you his profile, then we'll be right back. All right, that was the profile of our guest, Felix Duke, yeah, an entertainer who had been around for a while. And I remember when we were young, there's this song that I liked very much that he sang. Ba 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 that with Sonny Neji and all of them looking so young. And there was one dance hall, no dugudu, right? There was one dance hall then, because that was the kind of song we were listening to when we were, not like I'm old though, but when we were younger, yeah, I think that's better. When we were younger, no dugudu, no dugudu, something like that, and that baba baba baba. I remember clearly about that. So, Felix Duke, you're welcome on the morning ride today. But really, I think I really need to ask you, where have you been? What has happened?
I've been around. First of all, good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I've been around. I've been around the world. Let me answer your question quickly. I've been around and I've been around the world.
Oh,
Being
oh,
around the world doing that, right?
Doing what I know best.
But we
You
miss.
know, I'm into business and music still.
Oh, okay. But we miss you. We miss you on our screens here.
I'm coming back. You see me soon.
eh.
Better, better.
Ambassador Felix Dio, good to have you on Morning Ride.
Good to be here, my brother.
Eh, just like my colleague here she's saying here, you guys have disappeared. I mean, you are the guys gracing our screen, entertainment-wise for years.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you just disappear, looking for money everywhere.
Uh, well, I wouldn't say I disappeared. I've been underground, still doing things, supporting young ones, and you can't be there forever. You have to give people a chance. You have to encourage other people people, to exhibit their talents, so to say. I'm still in music. I'm not quitted, but I've been so supportive on the ground, helping the younger ones
Good
to
one.
spring up.
Good one. Yeah, good one. We are getting that from you. I mean, that's exactly what you should be doing at this level, providing shoulders for the younger ones to climb
To lean on.
and and get to their crescendo in life. Now, with this little interaction with you so far, at least everybody knows that Ambassador Felix Duke has been there like forever, talking about Nigerian entertainment industry. Now, give us a very quick assessment of the industry in Nigeria, then and now.
Um, the only difference, then you talk about better lyrics, good lyrics, um, um, people listen to good music, and music you can listen then and with. You can listen then and change your ways. That's the difference to what is happening now. What people dance now is beats, you know, and people dance to beats these days. And don't get me wrong, the beats are captivating, the beats are very nice. And the difference too is the internet. Back in the days, there was no internet, So this generation, I would say that they have grace, great grace that there is the internet, and apart from that, um, technology-wise, music has changed.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, a good one there. Obviously, the internet, the social media has, kind of propelled the entertainers of today more than your own time. And obviously, you guys must have, done so much work to even be known in the country then and outside the country, where you also applied your trade. Of course, we know that you went on so many global tour, concerning pushing your music and your business. Now, how would you rate, let me put it, how would you rate the organization and management, of this industry, talking about what is bringing, the remuneration now, I'm talking about the remuneration now, the organization, the management then and now?
I would still say that then and now, there is money now in entertainment than before. We struggle to do most of the things we did back in the days. Just like me, I I never had any company that signed me on. I signed myself on, promoted myself single-handedly, myself and God, and my music became a big hit back in 1996. From there, I can dishing out hits every year on my personal label, FD Records. Um, I would say back then you struggled to do everything yourself, and there was no money the way it is now. There's so much money now. You have different platforms that will give you money now. And I remember most of my colleagues back in the days.
Wow.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
there, Felix? Are you there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
Can you
oh.
hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we
you
can.
can.
Okay, beautiful. So I was saying that back in the days, some of my colleagues used to complain of their companies not giving them royalties and all that. And I don't think you have that these days because a lot of organizations and so-called record labels that releases artists these days, they make money. So they take care of the artists because there is money to play around with. And apart from that, streaming, the artists are making money And show-wise, the money they charge these days when it comes to show, you can't imagine an artist charging 20 million naira on a show. Back in the days, we didn't get that. The highest you could charge then, even up to like 2010 or 2010 to 2011, the highest you could charge, or 2012, was about maybe 2 million or 2.5
Mm. What a
million.
margin.
So right now, you can see the gap.
Yeah.
Now, artists they charge up to 20 million to perform in Nigeria. When they are going outside Nigeria, they talk about hard currency, $100,000, 150,000 dollars, $200,000. You understand? So
Mm.
that is what technology has brought to Nigeria. And trust me, everywhere I've been to in the world, Nigerian music is leading.
Sure.
Nigerian music is the in thing anywhere in the world right now. Trust me.
That's good to know, and that is very interesting. But that margin, like you said, yeah, there are a lot of money now, and then we hope that you also will be part of those that will chop the money now as you're coming back
By the grace,
into the
by the
industry.
grace of God.
All right. So now we'll take a break of one of your songs that we loved then and we still like now because of the lyrics, like you said. This is Baba Baba featuring what's his name? Featuring Two Face and Sonny Neji. Enjoy this. We'll be right back.
Jehovah protect me from the vampires. Please destroy them with your fire. That is my heart desire. Of course I know Lucifer is a liar. Yeah, baby, Lucifer, the head of Babylon. I'm not serving the God of Iron, but I'm serving the God of Zion, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Yeah, baby, Baba, 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 we make a God. Baba, 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 we make a God. Baba, 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 we make a God. Mama, me go some make a God. Baba, 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 we make a God. Baba, 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 we make a God. Baba, 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 we make a God. Mama, me go some make a God. Jehovah lift me from grass to grace. Sing, sing, sing along, say. Please check my faith and let me go astray. This is your word that I proclaim. Oh no, in the name of the Lord, yes I come. Oh, in the name of the Lord, yes I come. And right, Baba, 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 Baba,
All right.
Beautiful one there.
Beautiful. That was where we're boys.
We're men. Oh boy.
And I can see that he was feeling himself too. Yeah.
Yeah, Ambassador, because
he was enjoying it.
Your music there. A video. That was nice. That was nice. That's a great one. It's a great one.
Okay, so as you're coming back, what should we expect now that you're coming back into the industry?
You're going to be hearing wonderful songs, great songs. I have never done any song that does not make, or rather, that is not meaningful.
Mm.
Any song I do has always been a hit. to the glory of God. From Walare to Mr. Guji Guji
Yeah.
to Baba Baba to No Duguju to Joanna.
Yeah.
It's all the songs have been hits, And there's a particular song I'm working on now, featuring somebody you all know. Don't worry, you're going to hear it very soon. I hope that will soon start trending. I always believe in whatever we're doing is we're doing well.
Yeah.
So you're going to be hearing something good soon from me. Positive as ever.
Okay.
Consciousness.
Okay. Now, yeah, of course we can see that, but I mean, you made an allusion to the fact that earlier that what we get now is more
It's
of
beats.
beats.
But did you see the rhymes in that Baba
Of
song?
course, I mean that's everything. You can listen, you can make
You hear
sense
of what the message.
And again, the lyrics. I mean
The rhymes
and
in the lyrics.
the beats. Also, good compared to what we have today. But well, it is what it is today, Ambassador. It is what it is today. It is the beats that are selling, and those
That
guys
is
are
bringing the
making
millions.
Bringing down O2 Arena outside the country. That's just what people want to listen to.
Yeah.
That's what this generation wants to listen to. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
But thank God that people like you are coming back, and the other you begin to infuse, good lyrics that make sense, as well as giving us the beats. Now, talking about money, too much money around the industry today. Now, we know that, where you have all of that, the issue of fame becomes, an issue to look at. And, managing fame when you have so much money, because certainly that will attract so many things, And
but the ones you want and the ones you don't.
We have seen in the past, and that certainly does not all go well for the entertainer who cannot manage fame. It surely will cut short their career at some point. There's story of the likes of Bob Marley, the likes of our own Majek Fashek,
yes.
And there's this lady from South Africa too, doing wonderfully well, that also ended because of drugs. Those are the kind of things that fame can
and
cause
money.
and of course issue of money and women. I want to say women. For the guys, I mean, we see all that in all our videos today. Now, tell us, Ambassador Dio. Tell us how is that important in what we're talking about here? Managing fame.
Trust me, it's very important. First of all, you becoming a celebrity is not by your doing; it's by God's doing, and you have to have your head in order so that you will not go astray. And one thing you must do when God gives you fame, what you must do first of all is to make sure that you are determined that you will not spoil your life. Because I know where I'm from. I know what I've been through in life. I know the family I am from. I wasn't born with a golden spoon, so I suffered. From the street, I became what I became. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to get your head put in order. When you know what you want and you know where you are from, nothing will overwhelm you. Yes, I've been through thick and thin. I have been there, done that. You understand? So I have seen, I have widely traveled. So it depends on the individual to say, I will not live this kind of life. Just like me. I made up my mind from the one that I will not smoke. I made up my mind from the one that I will not drink. That is why even most of my friends that I was so close, that I've been close to, you see them, they don't drink, they don't smoke.
Okay. Ambassador Duke, sorry I have to cut in at this point because we're running out of time. But I want us to equally use the remaining time we have to address something very important. I mean, from what you said, not smoking, not drinking, I want to take it as a very good advice for the up and coming in the industry. But, you know, I want you to address this. With so much money around today in the industry because of the times, you know, the internet, the social media, the opportunity that has brought for our entertainers to be known throughout the world. That's why they can bring down to a arena, for example, you know, when they go out there, you know, outside the shores of the country to ply their trade. We can see now that with the life that some of these entertainers are living, obviously they are very, very influential to these youths of today. And we can see what the youths are getting involved into. Rituals, various versions of Yahoo, you know, wanting to get rich overnight. Isn't it that you guys aren't doing enough to, you know, pass the right message to all these youths?
If you say that, not us as the older musicians, you know, this has to do with the society. This has to do with the government. When the head is rotten, the whole body is rotten. You understand? So when you have a country, you know that corruption is the order of the day. What do you expect?
Well, Ambassador, if you told that line, I can tell you all of us are complicits. If you told that line. But and sincerely, if we are going to hold it. If we are going to solve it,
when I say leaders,
okay.
When I say leaders, everybody in all areas.
So your industry.
There is no place you go today that you will not find corruption.
Okay, what should your industry be doing?
There is no sector. There is no sector in Nigeria, whether government, or whether music, or whether. Good. Everybody.
So how can your own industry, you know, come up with creative ways, perhaps to dissuade our youth from doing what they're doing?
Okay, that is why I don't know if you have been hearing of an organization called the Creative Industry.
Yeah, I know you're the president. Okay,
so I created that organization, you know, to contribute my own quota in the industry. Because we found out that a lot of youth don't want to work. We created that organization. We do trainings. We have trained people because the organization, we have chapters all over Nigeria. We have trained people in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kogi, in Enugu, you know, before the lockdown. And we train people in different areas. We are telling people you can diversify, even if you are in the entertainment industry, you can diversify into other areas and still be able to pursue your career and put food on your table. You know, so we are training people in different areas, in different sectors. You understand? You agree with me that people surviving within the creative space, they are not up to 0.1%. You understand? And entertainment is a key to drive positivity. And we are telling the youth, don't throw the area of money ritual. Don't throw the area of Yahoo. You have to work. You have to be creative. And that is why the creative industry group was created, and we're doing everything, putting everything right. Just like now, every end of month, by the ending of this month, we are starting an event called the CIG Industry Night, where everybody within the creative space can come and showcase their talent, where we meet and greet and know each other every last Friday of every month. We're creating that, you know, so that from there we begin to educate, we continue to, you know, to talk to the youth. And that is what we've been doing, and we're contributing our own quota, myself and my executive.
That is so good to know. That is so good to know that you have been doing much, and there is room to do more, and God will give you grace, more grace to do more. Thank you so much, Ambassador Felix Duke, for being part of our program today. We appreciate your time. And we say that we want to see that song go as soon as possible. All right, thank you once again. Thank you for being part of the show, like I said. And now we go on